Hello?
Namaskar, ma'am.
Yes.
You're audible now, ma'am. Ma'am, you can turn on the camera. We are now live on YouTube, ma'am.
Okay, just a minute.
Hanji, ma'am.
Hello? कहाँ पर कर जाओगे भी सही होगी पे करो सॉरी yeah hello
Hanji, ma'am. You're audible properly.
can you hear me now
Yes, ma'am.
yes I'm so sorry for all these glitches of these delays because I'm not so comfortable doing that anyways are we going to start soon
Yes, ma'am.
please
We are starting. We are live on the YouTube as well. I
okay
hand over to Ananya and Fatima.
Yeah, so I'm beginning.
yeah
Good morning and namaskar. Times are hard, we know, but we always find a way to learn and explore the beauty of Spikmaking. With this, I would like to welcome you all for the Sarv Mangala Yoga Shrinkla, an experience that we promise you will cherish all your lives. आपके लिए ये सफर यादगार रहे और आप सभी बहुत कुछ सीखें, हमारी दुआ है. With this, over to you, Fatima.
Thank you, Ananya. Qamar Dagar ji is a professional contemporary pictorial calligrapher. She combines Hindi and Urdu scripts using alphabets, letters as art material, giving visual interpretations to the chosen theme. Recipient of Nari Shakti Samman by the President of India and Women's International Award, she is dedicated to the preservations and popularization of ancient art of calligraphy in both its traditional and contemporary avatar. She is founder of Kalamkari Creative Calligraphy Trust 2011, Delhi, and has organized and curated International Calligraphy Festival Kalam Atma in Delhi and Jaipur. She belongs to the world-renowned Dagar family known for the dedication to Drupal, an ancient form of classical music of India. She is daughter of Ustad N. Faizuddin Dagar, one of the famous Dagar brothers and sisters of Ustad Wasifuddin Dagar. She is also joint secretary of the Drupal Society. Now, her recent projects and exhibitions were: first, Forms of Devotion, Delhi, China, Spain, and Yoga Parv, Lalit Kala Academy, Delhi in March 2015 and 16. Akshara. Second, Exhibition of Calligraphy and Art, Delhi, UNES, UNESCO, Paris, Mumbai. Design, Fabric Mumbai, Project Urdu 2050. Book covers, Usha IIC, Quarterly Journal, Delhi, Shlok IIC, Quarterly Journal, Delhi Wala, a multilingual anthology, Step, Standing Together to Enable Peace, Pani, Calligraphy, pictorial calligraphy works such as Mosa, Museum of Spiritual Art, Belgium 2014. Private collections in India, US, and Europe, France, Switzerland, the Netherlands, including in the private collection of Prime Minister and former Foreign Minister of Bangladesh, King of Bhutan, former Director of Nagma, Delhi. She represented India at the International Calligraphy Festival in Iran. She is project participant of Russia-based MYK Contemporary Museum of Calligraphy, Moscow. These were some of her achievements. There are lots of more projects and exhibitions which she took on in past years. And we are extremely privileged to have you here, ma'am. Now, I'd request Tushar to present the video. Over to you, Tushar.
What am I supposed to do?
Calligraphy has always been thought of as beautiful writing. Qamar Dagar's work, however, breaks away from that. Her fascination for the beautiful form of the letters led Qamar to take up pictorial calligraphy, in which she uses Hindi and Urdu letters to create works of art.
What was contemporary yesterday is traditional today. So what is contemporary now will be traditional tomorrow. I do pictorial calligraphy. I combine Urdu and Hindi scripts. I am fascinated by the fact that they are written from opposite directions, left to right, right to left, and they can come together as one while keeping their identity intact. On one side, I'm looking at alphabet as like living entity, and on the other, it's like a beautiful abstract form. This is the way the script is written, for instance. But I am not interested in that. but I want to go beyond that, and I want to augment a line, I want to design it, I want to do a spiral. And I guess it started with my curious mind, trying out different things. Why should it be everything the same? It should be something different, and it should be a reflection of who I am as a person and what I want to share with the world. Hazrat Amir Abdullah Khan was my spiritual guide, and he was a master calligrapher, very unconventional. Though he did, very sort of traditional calligraphy like the Tughra, which is a collection of Quranic verses. But his way of telling us what to do, I mean, it was just, a lot of it was also how to observe, how to internalize things. When you want to learn something this kind, there has to be some kind of madness, so that like you feel so strong, जुनून जैसे कहेंगे. तो ये मेरे ख्याल में एक ज़रूरी एस्पेक्ट है किसी आर्ट का. When you're using the qalam, you actually see that you have to dip it in the ink, and then you start to make the stroke. So it's like we were born one day with more ink. So it was like you see the opaque and the transparent. Me at what time, but definitely some shapes are more interesting than the others. Calligraphy, as you know, like there are many different cliches around it. One being that it's only possible in some scripts, so like Chinese, Japanese, or Arabic, Persian, but it's not true at all, because every script under the sun we can do creative calligraphy, because it's the art of refinement.
Thank you, Tushar. Now I hand over the. Now I request Ananya begin the meeting.
आप आए यहाँ, शुक्रिया मेहरबान, क्या कहें आपको हम, हुए बेजुबान. यह हर्ष से हो गई तरबदर, नूर से भर गया है ये सारा समा. Shukriya ma'am for joining in, and I hope everyone is as excited as I am to learn from ma'am. We don't get such legends to learn from very easily, so make sure you are making each and every moment count. Thank you so much, ma'am. Over to you.
Namaskar, everyone. Good morning and good evening, according to where you are. Thank you so much for all this introduction. I don't know whether I deserve this or not. But this is something really wonderful that through this medium, we are able to connect with so many people across the world. So my hello to everyone. And thank you. Okay. Be able to talk a little bit about how I started doing all this, a little bit about the background, and also because this is not the usual calligraphy. This is something very important to know, that this is not the usual calligraphy that people may expect, because it is, different in many ways. For instance, it's not linear. It can be, some of it can be part of an artwork, that is pictorial calligraphy. But essentially, it is something, it's like for me, it is a spiritual journey, and something while you're doing that, it's my personal relationship with my script and my culture. And I happen to know little bit of Hindi and Urdu, and that's how I got interested in writing something that is pictorial in nature, because I'm like, I want to know what is my relationship, how am I understanding my own script, what is it that fascinates me, and it's not a reference that I received from my, say, my parents, my teachers, my elders, but it's something as an individual, how do I see the alphabet, whether it is the Urdu or the Hindi, that is what I combine. And I mean, for me, they're like um, individual characters or friends that I know from my childhood. In fact, more than I know any of my friends. And so it is an ongoing, friendship and relationship where we are able to talk. It may sound kind of strange to a lot of people who are listening to this for the first time, maybe, but I see it through a different lens. And for me, it is not just writing something that comes on the paper, but something that is changing inside me when I am trying to create something. So it is very, very important that we have a kind of a private personal space where we are able to have a conversation, and then it's like you write a paper, and but before that, all this all the conversations that happen, or all the research that you do, that leads to that paper, right? So it is exactly like that. This is how I see it, and this is where it starts, right? And there are many, many aspects to this. uh, of course, when you look at any script, be it so many scripts in India, or any one script you pick up across the world, you can see that basically a lot of geometry. And even if you don't know anything, but because of the way it is written, you can appreciate its beauty, right? So what we need to understand, like it is the case with so many art forms, in fact, all art forms, whatever is done with so much ease, whether it's like performing arts, for instance, because I come from a background where there was performing arts all through. Also, there were poets and artists like that. um, I can say that all whatever you see, for instance, in a performance of, say, 90 minutes or something, something that is done with so much ease, but actually there is a whole lifetime of dedication and discipline, because of which, and every day you go on doing something, because of which you reach a point where you are able to uh, perform with ease, and people see that, and they are fascinated. And many people, in fact, this is also to let people know that it doesn't come easy. And because of this dedication, something of this happens, right? So these are the things that we need to know and understand. Uh, and this is what I also want to tell you. Another thing is that you will all be given the Hindi and Urdu scripts. I hope all of you have that. So they are just uh, these two alphabets and the letters that belong to these. They are something that you may have learned when you were just starting, in your nursery classes and whatever. But we need to go back to the basics, and we need to look at them differently again. We need to see, uh, I mean, closely as to what are these. They just initially, when we started to write, how different it is from the way we write today, right? But even now, we many a times people do not pay attention to how they're writing, or what direction is it taking. But you need to be mindful, you need to be sensitive, if you're doing pictorial calligraphy, to these aspects, which are very, very, very essential. And uh, I I want you to, because, it's 5 days and, some hours together. I can just give you a glimpse of, or I'm going to share something. I'll be happy to do that, something that has brought me so much joy. So first, before even we start, I want to say that please, one of the tools, whatever else you have that was given or asked of you, one very important tool that you have to carry is your enthusiasm, and also patience, and kind of this eagerness to know what is it. Not what I have, of course I will share what I do, but my main focus will be to see what you are as individuals, that I will get to know through the works that I will receive from you. And this is something I'm very excited about. I'm looking forward to this, because it's not just um, you know uh, pen and paper and I give you something. Of course it starts from there, but how do you see as an individual? For instance, there are words, we use them every day, but we do not pay attention to what they mean to us. I mean, we know the meaning, right? But how, suppose we were to give a pictorial form to it, what will that be? And how different will it be from anyone else, even if they are our closest people? And because we are individuals and we want to look at it in that sense. So I'm going to I'm expecting you to write the script, what is available to you, first observing what they look like and trying to go as close as possible to the way it looks there. I'm not following any, you know, styles of writing or fonts, because we will do something very different. So, but I just want you to write very well. Then also Urdu, I know many of you will be completely new to Urdu. So I'm going to show, tell you a little bit about that. And you don't have to worry because about not knowing the script. First thing is to have that enthusiasm and this eagerness to learn something different. We will bring together these two scripts, and then it will be interactive in the sense that we need to be, self critical of what we do, right? And so there will be these interactions where whatever you have written, uh, you must know what you're doing and how others see this work. So first is the script, and then I'm expecting some little bit of creative work, and then again that will be critique. So this is something very, very essential that will happen throughout. And whatever I'm sharing with you, please, you are free to ask me any questions if you have anything in your mind about what we are doing. And but it should be concerning this particular sessions, and not something, if you ask me about Chinese calligraphy, I can say, it's beautiful and all that, but we are doing something very different, and the scripts that we know, right? So these are the things that we will be focusing on. And a little bit more about, I'm sorry to be talking so much about, but these are very essential points. And since this is a spiritual practice, I have to talk of my spiritual guide, Hazrat Amir Abdullah Khan Sahab, who was my calligraphic guru also. He was a master calligrapher. He was traditional and traditionalist, and he created these two gras which are very kind of, one, if you see the, especially the Arabic traditional calligraphy. So it's actually a collection of Quranic verses that are brought together, and that becomes a tukra that is put up in houses for protection, for prosperity, and such. So he mainly did that, and his work was mainly linear. And my experience of watching him at work was completely, something that whatever I say will still be less, because it was not just it was so fascinating to see him at work, because a plain paper, in front of your own eyes, it transforms into something so magnificent, um, something so beautiful that you, especially when I was young, and I had not seen anything of this kind. So it was wonderful to be able to just sit there and watch. That itself is a meditative process, which I understood. I understand it better now. I didn't understand it then. So these are the things that you learn with time. So I want you to, I know these are like not big words like, you need to be spiritually alive and all of that. I mean, I am not talking of that at all. What I can say is that, I derive a lot of joy out of doing these things. And I want to understand the language in my own way. And I'm going to be asking you questions throughout, like, suppose uh, when you hear the word Sundar, for instance, this is my way of interacting with you. Like Sundar is beautiful. So, what is Sundar to me may be different from what is Sundar to somebody else. And suppose that is the thing, then how will someone else write Sundar as opposed to the way I write it? So this is something very, very fascinating. And even if I am writing Sundar today and I write Sundar tomorrow, there will be a change, because it just your perception changes, your uh, how do you say, the way you I mean, your body reacts differently and you want to do different things. So all of these, the main thing is to become mindful of these things, and become more kind of centered. And so this is what I'm expecting of you. I'm going to talk of different things that were part of my life, part of my journey. uh, I also happened to receive a book by Hassan, the great Hassan Masoodi. Please check. I'm sure many of you know about him. So he's one of the greatest Arabic calligrapher. And what was most fascinating for me was that it did not look like script. I only knew the script in its linear form. But what he did was something even linear, but was so different and so beautiful that it was like, you enter a wonderland. And I'm just talking of one person or two people who, mm, you know, influenced me in this way, but there can be so many more. And each person's life journey is different from the other, even if you are siblings, if friends, or in the same place and all of that. So this is something very, very fascinating, and something that we should explore. So before we start, I hope all of you have the required material. And if you have any questions as of now, because whatever comes to my mind, because it's all spontaneous, I've not prepared anything, whatever, because this is how I want to go about it. And so any questions that you may have, please feel free to ask me right now.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I already feel that bliss that aura in the workshop, and I feel like I've joined calligraphy therapy, and it's so great to be here. And I request you all to please switch on your cameras so we can
Yes.
see how beautifully you guys work. Thank you.
Oh, also, I want to say very strongly that I'm just sharing something that has brought me so much joy. So it is not, please do not consider this like a serious workshop or anything. Yes, we need to be respectful and all that, but beyond that, it's just, an opportunity to get to know each other through this medium. And, feel free to ask any questions. Okay? All of you. I need to wear my glasses. So I got these questions as to what we need. So we need, of course, paper, pens. I know many of you may not have the calligraphy pens, but it's not important, even if you have pencil for as of now, that should do it. Because main thing is that you should not lose that moment when you want to create something. This is very, very, very essential. That at the moment when, if you lose time in this is also the teaching of my Baba, that, if you lose the, moment, it will not come back. It will just not come back. It will be another moment. But maybe that moment was so precious because there was something in your mind, or the heart that was, wanting to come out through this medium. It did not. So this is so please be aware of these things. So you will need paper, pen, ink. If that's not there, pencil will do. And you just, I hope all of you have mm, these the two scripts. So I want you to observe it very carefully and write it to the best of your ability. Take your time, and then we will take it forward from there. Any questions that you have, you can please ask me right away. Have you got all the scripts, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. We mailed it to them and they have it. Otherwise, we'll just share the screen. Then we
Yes.
can work as well.
Yes, you can use brush pens if you're comfortable using it. So yeah, Jigyasa, I think the script should be given to you. There's one participant called Jigyasa. She doesn't have it. So please, whatever you are seeing on the screen, I'm sure Ananya, you are seeing this, and please provide them with what is needed.
Yes,
Pragya,
ma'am. The link is
yeah.
in chat box
Yeah.
or the Google Drive. Participants are requested to see that if they don't have the skills.
So if somebody who doesn't have an ice cream strip, it was supposed to be a makeshift arrangement, of course, when it is not a replacement for the regular qalam that is used. So I want to show you what it looks like. I'm sure many of you have seen it. And if you haven't, you will know this is something I use, or, this is the traditional qalam. And this is what I've been using, like this one here. And I use ink, but then like what I've learned from my guru again, that it is not so much about uh, having a certain pen or something. Of course, these are essential points maybe later, but to start with, you just need to be able to do something with whatever is available. Don't lose that moment. Yeah, you can use brush pens, of course, Sohani, and you can start working and just write the script. I'm going to give you, first I want to ensure that everyone has the script and everyone's ready. Then I think everyone should get about uh, 10 minutes, or no, 10 minutes, maybe less, maybe 15 minutes to write the script. And now coming back to Urdu scripts, I think it's important that I just give you an idea. I'll give you a demo, of course, but it is important that you understand that it is written from right to left. Like Hindi is written from left to right, Urdu is written from right to left. So much of its stroking is also from right to left. So there are some, little variations here and there, but essentially written from right to left. And that's actually what drew me to writing Urdu and Hindi together, because I found it very fascinating that one is written from right to left and other from left to right. And I felt that it is a natural coming together, an amalgamation of, two streams, to whatever you may say. And so that was exciting, and that was also reflective of my my background. So I don't have. So I can see it's you still haven't received the scripts.
And we
So
have shared the link in the chat box, and they can download it from there.
yeah. So now pretty much more or less everyone has what is required. So I give you about at least you start with the Hindi script. I think I just want to know how many of you know these scripts. Are there people who don't know the scripts at all?
Please raise your hand if you don't
Please
have
raise your,
this.
yeah, please let me know. Five. Five people who do not know the script at all? Nine. Oh,
There are 15 people. I think.
okay. So there are many people who do not know how to write. Are you talking of both the scripts or just one?
Okay, I think Ananya, please share the screen.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess they should know Kakhaga.
Yes. Alif Be, okay, I can understand many people may not know Alif Bete, but Kakaga everyone knows. And but even if you don't know, I mean, being far away somewhere, doesn't matter. Main thing is to have this, enthusiasm to learn, right? I will request you to look at the script very carefully. Like suppose you were to write the Latin, like you suppose you're writing English, and you will see the Roman script, and you start with something. It's written from left to right, and there's a way of going about it. So it's in from that point of view, it's not very different, especially when you're writing Hindi, because it's written from left to right also. And I think maybe I should do a demo first so that इसको उठा लेते हैं, so that you have an idea about how the script is written. And it's so this the soul of calligraphy lies in its stroking. Like the musicians have notes, the poets have words, the dancers have the mudras or the actions that they do. We have the strokes to do the same, to express our. It's an expression, So whatever we want to say, so it's done with a stroke. Now, how well that stroke is executed, um, shows the skill with which we work, right? Or how much we know. That doesn't come easy, of course. It takes time, and so I'm not concerned about that at all. But I want you to take your time, write slowly, and write as well as you can, and understand that yeah, it will. And please don't be shy. Very very important. Uh, that it is. It has to be, I mean, don't think, because you're learning something. So, of course, when you start first, it will not be like a champion that you're writing. So, which is completely understandable. So, don't feel shy to share whatever you're writing. This is very, very essential, and it's a request from my side to all of you. Let us work together and see what we can do together. Okay. So I will probably now, I think it's maybe probably important that I show you the two scripts straight
Please
away.
do, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, firstly, let me share the screen because many of them not have seen the scripts.
Not
I
have,
share.
they
Yes,
haven't seen the script. Oh yeah. Oh my God. This is, yeah.
because they are small children, so I think they don't have seen.
They're small children.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. What age could that be?
Ma'am, I think it's from 12 to 15, 16,
They're
like that.
small. Okay. So, dear all, I just want you to say, see the script very carefully. Don't be scared. We are learning something new, right? So there's like this enthusiasm you have to learn something new. So it's the same here. And just see what the shapes are and how you can write them. So I'm going to show it to you, and don't be worried about not knowing it, because we are just starting to learn something. Huh? ये लो उसको जो दूसरा वाला है, इसको ऐसे करके जब मैं कर रही हूँ ना, हाँ, जस्ट होल्ड इट. So how many of you have a background in, say, arts or anything? You have?
I do, ma'am.
Huh?
I do.
Okay. What kind of art have you done?
Ma'am, I don't have a specific form that I work on. So
Mhm.
whatever fascinates me, I draw that.
Okay. Okay. So actually, pictorial calligraphy is actually coming together of the script uh, and the language that we know, and how we can bring it together so that we are able to articulate to our feelings through this medium. So whatever you may have say uh, created through your drawings, so it is something that इसको ऐसे कर लो. You were talking. So I'm going to first start. I mean, we'll go on talking, and one very essential thing is that I learned it the Guru Shishya system as mainly. So it is. I'm going to talk about it, but this is something where so there is a lot of you know exchange of what the thoughts, what we have learned, how we have gone about it, the questions that come in. So it is little different from the usual teaching that happens, especially now. Okay. So I'm starting with the Hindi script, Devanagari. Okay. So I have this pen and this with a metal nib, one of my most favorite. So, but no, it's smudging. So I think I cannot use it. इसको हटा ही दो. Just bear with me for a minute. How many of you can understand Hindi and Urdu? Are you Hindi Urdu speaking? Or Urdu to no, but Hindi speaking? इसको याद से करना, ऐसे शुरू करो.
Most of them are raising their hands, so I guess they all know Hindi.
Okay. Are you able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not writing all of them. I'm just going to give you some demo of what it looks like, how we want to go about it. I'll And what you will notice that, because all the scripts, of course, are pretty much about geometry. So you will see many alphabets or many letters, sorry, in the different alphabets that are actually, these, how do you say, these forms, for instance, the ja, right? The, the cha, for instance, the cha here. So I just give you an idea. So many times the Roman C is written like this. There's also one letter in Urdu that is written like this, and the cha, adha cha here. So it's fascinating that it's the same shape, but it has a different name, different you know um, how do you say, differently used. So very, very fascinating, and something that the more you do it, the more you will understand these things, right? So so now I'm just writing randomly some of, because I want you to work and not so much what I'm doing. Uh, Take your time.
Ma'am,
Please
ma'am,
ask any questions while I'm working
yes,
also.
Akshit Anand is asking, can we use watercolor instead of ink?
What I'm using?
Ma'am, instead of ink, can they use watercolors?
Absolutely, absolutely, you can.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Watercolor, whoever doesn't have watercolor, any color in that sense, please use a pencil, and but you work. Basically, that's the idea. Don't lose that moment when there's enthusiasm to learn something new.
And ma'am, some are asking they have to write the scripts also.
Yes, yes, I want you to write the script. We're here for that.
Okay, ma'am.
Why did we give you the script? And it's most fascinating, how it changes forms, how when you start to write again, how it's exciting that you can give it another form, and that will look completely different from the way you know what you see now, and in its linear form. So I'm just going to and then of course there is this uh, I'm just now going to show you some of the stroking that happens in the Urdu script. Let's see. Acha, just tell me, while you're seeing this being written, when you look at any of these scripts, does it remind you of something else? Please share this with me. Some other form or something, like, for instance, this bay to me looks like a boat. So, do you agree with me? No, this letter that I was talking about, I'm just going to, because there is variations, so I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Here I shared that. So now this is the ja of Jeen, which is called Jeen, but it is the ja of Urdu, like the ja here. Okay, this is the ja here. Then there is, Huh? Yeah, the English C is of course there. And then way is also written. I want you to, respond, ask questions, or say something, whatever your impressions are. We want to have this, interactive throughout. I want your participation, 100% participation. And I want you to ask questions, and I want to know your mind, what you feel, what you think of these scripts, and, how are they resonating with you?
Ma'am, Sonal Mittal, this is very much related to Hindi. The Urdu part as well is very much related to Hindi. She can resonate with it.
Okay, okay. You see, we have such a beautiful culture because we have okay, there you can see that there are different scripts, but there is a connect that is maybe indescribable, but it exists in a very beautiful manner. And the language. Okay, have you written something already?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. Chahat Gulati.
Okay, okay. So, okay, I'm just after we are through with this, I want, I would love to see what you have done. In fact, this is what we are going to do in the next 5 days. We want to see each other's work. We want to ask questions. We want to answer them. And, I want your answers, your questions, so it's just 5 days of fun and, getting to know something. This is very important for me, and I want yeah.
some of them have already done this as well. Like I've written Urdu scripts. So
Okay, just a minute. Just a
show
minute.
you.
Yeah. But I have to do this for those who don't not know. So these are some of the random forms, or you can say forms that, and just see what, suppose I ask you to create flowers out of this, leaves out of this, or something. Uh, from this script, how will you do that? So, okay, let me now see what you have done. Can you just show that on the screen, please? Ilham, can you connect uh, Ananya?
Yes.
I want to be able to. I want. Okay, sure. अच्छा, now please share करिए। क्या मैं हिंदी में भी बात करें थोड़ा?
Yeah, sure.
Camera switch on कर लो so ma'am can see what work you all have done.
हाँ हाँ,
Ma'am, they are showing.
अच्छा, एक एक करके दिखाइए। और हम अभी शुरुआत ऐसे करेंगे कि हम पूछेंगे आपसे कि क्योंकि ये आर्ट स्ट्रोकिंग का है, कितने अच्छा स्ट्रोक आप लेते हैं, वही कैलीग्राफी है। द डेफिनेशन अगर हम कैलीग्राफी की देखें, द आर्ट ऑफ फाइन राइटिंग। हाँ, तो कैसे आपने अच्छे से लिखा है, क्या क्या हाउ अदर्स आर रेजोनेटिंग विद इट। So these are the things that, ma'am, please show us how to use pencil. please use the pencil the way you are using the like you will use the pen. Just simple, because main thing is to be able to write. Like what is important for me. इलाम उसके अंदर,
Good
pen-
morning.
उसके जो वो मेरी दवाई का था उसके अंदर, look at this. So as you may know, like there are especially like there's so many different fonts available to us, especially when we're using computers, right? Uh, so essentially, it's the same script, but it starts to look different because of the way it has been, designed. So if you go back in time, especially when you see the Arabic and Persian scripts, they have evolved like majorly in the sense like you see so many different scripts. They look and there's a system of working at it, and they look so beautiful, and they're one different from the other. So can you imagine the same script starting to look different because of how it has been written? We are not going into following any font or script or anything, because we will do something very different. We will use the letters as our art material and create something which is our own. But of course we have to remember that it is written in a certain way, and this is what we have to follow. And beyond that, it's like normal linear writing, where it is not calligraphy, but just the way it is written, just the way the script is written. We have to, remember those basics and work, and not go into, okay, these are the different styles. We are not following that because we are doing pictorial calligraphy. Okay. So it is. I want you to answer when, just tell me any of these letters that you see here. Does it remind you of something else? I want quick answers.
If you want to answer, please raise your hand. We'll unmute you.
Yeah. Yes, please ask. Or say what you have to say. Please, I want to know what you're. Can they not speak, Ananya?
Yes, we can, ma'am, but for security reasons, we haven't given them.
Okay. So they have to. Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, may I show you? Okay, yes. Ekagra, what a beautiful name, Ekagra. Wow. What about joining? Will it be the same or different from day to day?
Ma'am, Samya and Runmai wants to say something.
Yes, please say. Yes, yes, please show. Hello. Hi.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, yes, please. I want to see your work. Soumya. Hi, Soumya.
Ma'am, one of them looks like bee in
What?
Urdu script. Ma'am, one of them looks like bee.
Which is, can you show me?
Ma'am, I have written only Hindi one because I joined a little bit late.
I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Who and this Rachna? Rachna has written the script. Oh my God, Rachna, and all of you, in fact, you have to understand because this is the script written from right to left. Stroking happens right to left, so you also have to write everything. Right to left, like Hindi, you will start from left to right. So please bear that in mind and write it like that. Okay. I don't want to, I understand this is new and everything, but I want you to listen first and then I'll bring fast then you can start doing other things, okay? Okay, Niharika. Okay. Okay, now let us first start with this. Now, Niharika has written the Hindi script, and I, of course, will go back to the Urdu script that was written earlier that I saw. Uh, we will just critique Niharika's work. Niharika, I want to, because this is the art of fine writing, we want to say how, like, because it is calligraphy, that means we are looking at how well it has been written, how the strokes have been taken. Very, very. So it is all based on that. So now that is why we have to be mindful of, we have to take your time, take our time to write well. Okay. So now, Niharika, and please, all of you pay attention to her work. Please bring it on the screen. And I want you to tell me which are two of your favorite strokes, okay, and two less favorite strokes, and why. Whatever you have written. Niharika?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, could you please repeat the question?
Question is, Niharika, what you showed us on the screen, I want to ask you two of your whatever I had said before that it is the art of stroking. You have to of refinement. So refinement, what is refinement? Something that you go on writing. The first time when you write, the 10th time when you write, a little better. It is something that we can see that it has improved. So the refinement first happens inside you,
Ma'am,
and
for the
then
first time, for the first time, ma'am, when I was writing, ma'am, for the composition of the water and the paint, ma'am, I used, ma'am, it was getting very dark, ma'am. Then after few characters after I have written, ma'am, then it was like I was knowing that what we have to do, and ma'am, the stroking lines were getting straight. Like first, it was getting not straight. It was not straight.
but you have to understand that this is something that will not come instantly. That's what you have to listen very carefully. This is the art of refinement, right? Refinement means when you go on working at something and you first see that in the raw form, and the more you become refined and become, like the sculptor, you have to piece of stone, and it just one raw piece of stone, and then he turns that into a beautiful, lovely, structure, or the way he creates that. So it is something possible only because there was refinement, and he refined to the point that meaning. That is why it is very important. And so this refinement first happens inside, where you are able to see how beautiful before, or how less beautiful it was before, to the way you write after you have practiced. Okay. Now, please show the work on the screen, and I want to ask. I want to ask. Tell, think you have written two of your favorite strokes and why. and two less favorite strokes. I want to dive. I want all of you to dive in first. If you get interested in that, then we talk of many different aspects, that are very essential. Okay, Niharika. Hi, Niharika, where have you disappeared? Please, we have to bear in mind that, there are many others who want to show their works, and I want it to be very quick. Okay, we are tight on time. Vaidahi, are you ready to show something? Well, whoever is ready, please let us not waste any time. Please show the work on the screen.
Ma'am, Rachna says that Hindi writing was really hard, but when she did Urdu, it was really nice and it came out well.
How nice is that? And is this the first time you're writing this?
Let Rachna only respond. I'll add the spotlight.
Yeah.
Hi, Rachna.
Hi, Rachna. Why was Hindi difficult and Urdu easy or whatever? Please let us know.
That's
I
not what
can hear you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Yes,
Ma'am?
now we can hear.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it was like really the first time I was doing this. So eventually I got it. So the Urdu and the strokes, I really like. Hindi strokes were a little harder. The Urdu strokes were a little easier.
Oh, well, great.
Little
Well,
easier.
but can you show us?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. Please show us.
Yes. ma'am.
Sonal, we'll wait for a while. I think we'll let one person at a time. Okay, this is Rachna. Rachna, what have you been listening carefully to what I have been sharing?
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell me.
Ma'am, like it's okay if you just try it. Like just give your best.
Yeah.
I don't care that you are a beginner or you are an expert at this, but just try your best. So I tried my best.
That's very good. I'm very happy to hear, very impressed, in fact. And like I have been telling you that this is the art. I told you very sort of strongly that I want you all to dive in first, and then
Yes.
come out of the waters on your own, right? But of course, I will be there all through to whatever I have to tell you, right? So this is art is all about refinement, refinement that you see on the paper because you have practiced a lot and you wrote it so well that it's very impactful. Now,
Thank you,
um,
ma'am.
so there is a way to start and there is a way to end, right? The
Yes.
beginning of the stroke, the end of the stroke. So it shows your sense of beauty, your sense of aesthetics,
Yes.
your confidence, your sense of balance, and everything that gets revealed when we look at anyone. These are very central points, especially in calligraphy. So I first want to congratulate you that you even attempt to write something, but now we want to critique it, right? So please
Yes,
bring
ma'am.
it on the screen again, and don't feel bad about whatever people have to say because everyone will respond, and you
No,
have
ma'am, I don't care about it.
yeah. Please
I
bring it.
just really love it. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
please bring it on the screen.
Ma'am, this was my first start of Hindi, but
Yes.
when I tried the Urdu, it was really nice. It came out really
Yes.
nice
So
because I
whatever.
practiced by doing it on this session. Then I got a little practice of it, so the Urdu came out really nice.
Okay. So what?
But practice makes a man perfect.
Absolutely, I'm very impressed with what how you want to go about this. But I want you to first critique your work yourself. You bring that Urdu script on the screen, please, and tell me what are the 2 good strokes and 2 less good strokes, and why?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I really like this stroke because with the pen you usually get the strokes, but I use this brush, so I really like this stroke. I really like this. I really like this stroke.
Okay, okay. And this is the second one you liked?
And also this one, ma'am. This one.
Okay, okay. And
And I don't really like these ones.
why did you not like it?
Ma'am, it's a little like this, So first it goes really thick, and then it goes really light,
Okay,
thin.
okay.
So
Okay,
I
thank
tried
you.
it.
Thank you, Rachna. I want others to respond to Rachna's work, please. Please quickly. Whatever you have to say, the same questions, uh, asked of you, each of you. Please respond to her work. Please let me know what you think of it. Can you bring it back on the screen, please, Rachna? The Urdu script. Yes. I want responses from the participants here. Ashika, get back to you. I think you've done a pretty good job, but I want you to respond to Rachna's work now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you're right. So please tell me what is, what you have to say about, Ashika. Ashika, please respond to Rachna's work.
Ma'am, it is so good. Her first time. So, ma'am, it is so good. उसने मैम बहुत मैम अपने लिए मैम उसने अच्छा बोला और उसे किसी से कोई वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है कि कौन कैसा बोलता है मैम उसकी
जी
मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी
नहीं, वो तो अच्छी लगी, बात तो उसने अच्छी करी है, लेकिन जो उन्होंने काम किया है उसके बारे में हमारा सवाल है कि आपको जो आप स्क्रीन पे देख रहे हैं, 2 अच्छे स्ट्रोक कौन से थे, 2 थोड़े कम अच्छे स्ट्रोक कौन से थे, और क्यों आपको ऐसा लगता है, वो आप बताइए जल्दी से।
मैम जे वाले में थोड़ी सी गड़बड़ है तो बस उसमें थोड़ा सा अगर वो सही करेगी तो वो अच्छा हो जाएगा और
कौन
मैम
सा वाला? कैन यू पॉइंट दिस आउट इन द स्क्रीन?
मैम दिस जे
No, there's no J in this script. It's in English letter, right?
यस मैम
Okay. Anyway, you think it looks like a J, right?
यस मैम
Okay. So this is the one that you like.
मैम नो दिस इज मैम इसके में थोड़ी सी गड़बड़ है और मैम फर्स्ट वाला एंड मैम फिफ्थ मैम वो अच्छा है
5th वाला आप मुझे पॉइंट आउट अपने फिंगर से करिए। ये
Yes.
आपको अच्छा लगा? हाँ,
मैम
क्यों आपको अच्छा लगा ये?
मैम उसने उसमें थोड़ी मेहनत की और बहुत अच्छे से बनाया है मैम उसमें थोड़ा सा आपके जैसा भी बना है
अच्छा, और तो जो थोड़ा कम अच्छा लगा वो कौन सा था?
मैम जो जे जैसा लगता है ये वाला
जी जी। अच्छा, जो ये बात कह रही बाकी लोग जो यहाँ मौजूद हैं, आपको, do you agree with them?
Yes, ma'am. Some of them says that her Urdu strokes turned out really well, and
Okay.
that is done very beautifully.
No, but okay. I have to say that, hats off to be able to write the script in the first place. Secondly, it is, whatever you are seeing, you have to go as close to the way it is written. So from that point of view, because we are talking of, refinement, beginning of the stroke, end of the stroke, the confidence, the balance, all of that is very essential. So from that point of view, I think the alif, that to the straight vertical line you have done for me, that is the best. So this is something, this is what I will say. And thank you very much, Rachna. I think we now look at Ashika Jain's work. Please, Ashika, I'm going to ask you the same questions. Please tell me what are your, I think you have done a pretty good job using a pencil. I want to ask you your favorite strokes and two less favorite strokes here.
Ma'am,
And
I can't say, ma'am, I can't say that all are very good, but मैम मुझे सारे ही अच्छे लगे क्योंकि मैम सारे इजी थे.
सारे easy थे?
Yes, ma'am.
जबरदस्त, क्या बात है. लेकिन मुझे फिर भी बताना ही पड़ेगा कि आपको सबसे ज्यादा दो अच्छे कौन से लगे, थोड़े दो कम, तो इतने अच्छे.
ये वाला अच्छा लगा.
अच्छा, स्वाद. जी जी.
और
क्यों अच्छा लगा, ये जरूरी है सवाल, इसलिए बहुत जरूरी सवाल है, क्यों आपको अच्छा लगा ये?
मैम एक तो इजी है बनाना और देखने में भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है ये.
अच्छा अच्छा. और जो थोड़े कम अच्छा था, कौन सा था वो?
मैम कम अच्छा मैम बोल नहीं सकती.
नहीं, बोलना जरूरी है बच्चा.
मैम वैसे तो ये वाला आई टाइप का मैम ये बहुत वैसा लग रहा था, बन नहीं रहा था, मैंने 2-3 बार रेज करके बनाया है.
हाँ तो देख, हाँ ठीक है, इसको जूम करिए. अच्छा. वेल बाकी मैं और लोगों से भी मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप लोग भी बताएं आपके फेवरेट आशिका के काम में दो फेवरेट स्ट्रोक कौन से हैं और दो कम स्ट्रोक, दो कम फेवरेट, और क्यों. प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड क्विकली. या आई कैन
Write it in the chat box. What do you think about Ashika's work?
या. No, I mean, all of you who are writing this message, whether you can show your works or not, of course, we want to see each one's work, but please be, I mean, be mindful of what we are going through, and be please respect others also, and participate by, responding to whatever is being shown on the work. I mean, what we are discussing right now. Right now, we're discussing Ashika's work, and I want you all to, even those who are showing their work on the screen, I want a response from you about what you think of her work. दो अच्छे स्ट्रोक और दो कम अच्छे स्ट्रोक आपको मुझे बताना है, और बहुत जल्दी बताना है, हमारे पास वक्त कम है.
Sonal Mittal likes 7th stroke of Ashika, and Agrita says that 5th one is better because it looks pretty good.
This one, I'm sure, zoom in because it सबको दिखना भी चाहिए. सबको दिखना चाहिए क्या काम है, बताइए, जल्दी करिए, पास लाइए.
I like all the strokes, they are amazing.
आशिका को आप वो करिए, पास लाके दिखाइए पहले.
यस मैम.
जी. हाँ हाँ. अब बताइए कौन सा सेवेंथ लेटर.
यस मैम.
अच्छा, क्यों आपको अच्छा लगा ये?
All of you, please state the reason as well.
हाँ, रीजन देना जरूरी है. You like fourth one. Why the he likes the fourth one? Okay. Why do you like the fourth one, please?
Yamya likes 5th stroke because it is neatly done.
Okay. Now it's an essential part because we're also looking at the flow. We're looking at spontaneity. कितना सुंदरता से, कितने आसानी से वो स्ट्रोक बह रहा है, से लिखा जा रहा है कि वो अपने अपने तरफ आकर्षित करता है जो भी उसको देखता है. ये बहुत ही जरूरी एक बात है, जिसपे मतलब हमें जो कैलीग्राफी जो भी कर रहा है उसके लिए और जो देख रहे हैं उनके लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि ये एस्पेक्ट बहुत जरूरी है कि कितने सुंदरता के साथ लिखा गया है, कैसे लिखा गया है, आप क्या उसमें देख रहे हैं और क्या आप उसमें कर पा रहे हैं. और फिर looks pretty good, the seventh student. So it seems like Ashika has got very good compliment from many people, and but nobody has really talked of the letters which are not so nice. But I want people to respond to that as well.
People, it is important to
It
have
is important.
criticism.
Yes.
So I like the 8th one, and I dislike 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th because its stroke is so hard. Right? So they are talking about their experience, and people really want Ashika to do it with paint. So because they think that she can very beautifully.
Yes, I mean, hats off to Ashika for being able, I mean, to have written for the first time, and written with quite a good deal of ease. But, you will understand the more you write, this is the first time. The 10th time when you write, the 20th time, the 100th time you write, you will see it getting better. Whole process is refinement. It's the process of refinement, when you first write and then it starts to get better, and you're able to discern that. You're able to understand. तो ये जो है मतलब मुझे तब्दीली नजर आ रही है, मुझे चेंज नजर आ रहा है, जब पहली बार लिखा था और अब लिखा है उसमें फर्क है और या फर्क नहीं है। तो अगर आपको ये समझ आने लगे तो यानी आप सही ट्रैक पर। ठीक है। अच्छा, अब मैं किसी पर ये है
समृद्धि।
Samriddhi Bhatta.
Yeah. So first tell me, Samriddhi, is this your first time to write? आपने पहली बार लिखा है समृद्धि? जी, ये बहुत ही जबरदस्त बात है। अच्छा, मुझे आपका एक्सपीरियंस जानना है समृद्धि। जब आपने पहले बार लिखा, आप अपने अनम्यूट करिए। हाँ, आप मुझे अपना एक्सपीरियंस बताइए जो आपने पहली बार लिखा। ये मुश्किल आसानी क्या था?
Ma'am, I have done calligraphy for 3 years. I have experienced this, and this is my first time writing Urdu, and the most difficult for me was this one and this one because the strokes are very, matlab, delicate. That's why these are difficult for me.
Okay. Understand that. But I have to say that, the fact that you have been practicing calligraphy does show it even this stroke, although this is the first time you're writing the script, ये वो फिर भी उसमें दिख रहा है। और आपको जो मैं बात शुरू से कह रही हूँ कि यू नीड टू गो स्लो, राइट? और वो जब आप स्लो तो स्ट्रोक भी दिख जाएगा, और जब आप आराम से उसको लिखेंगे तो भी पता चल जाएगा, है ना? और वो पहले शुरू में आपको धीरे धीरे ही करना है, और बाद में आपको खूब अच्छी सी प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो वही जब आप जल्दी से लिख पाएंगे और उसका इम्पैक्ट वैसे ही आएगा। तो ये बहुत जरूरी बात है जो आपको धीरे धीरे ही आपको ज्यादा समझ आएगी, क्योंकि आप 3 साल से कैलीग्राफी कर रहे हैं तो आपको थोड़ा अंदाजा।
Yes, ma'am.
लेकिन आपको वो मुझे दिख रहा है, क्योंकि जैसे बिगिनिंग ऑफ द स्ट्रोक, एंडिंग ऑफ द स्ट्रोक, दीज आर वेरी, तो वो दूसरों के काम कंपैरिजन में देखूं, वो मुझे दिख रहा है। लेकिन मैं चाहती हूँ कि दूसरे जो है यहाँ पर मौजूद, उनको भी इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहिए। तो आप मुझे बताइए कि आपका ख्याल, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड करिए। मीनू शंकर, हाँ, या I will look at the work later on. First, you respond to Samriddhi's work.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Congratulations, Samriddhi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
But I want you to share your experience of writing Urdu.
Yes, ma'am. As Rashi first says, practice makes the man perfect. That's why first time it's not well as when you try it at second time or third time, it's better. The condition you're writing बढ़ती जाती है. That's why.
अच्छा अच्छा, हाँ वो तो है बापू, ये that
Yes,
is
ma'am.
the art of fine writing, और जो fine writing कैसे होगी, बार बार
And ma'am,
आप लिखेंगे,
if the work
रियाज
is
करेंगे
done,
जी.
and ma'am, when the work is done by heart, then for the first time also it's very good.
Absolutely, I love what you just said. I completely agree with you.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. And
absolutely.
now
And
calligraphy is the best way to express your creativity, and that's all.
absolutely, and I'm very with whatever you just shared. I'm looking forward to seeing some great work. When you do pictorial calligraphy. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank
yeah,
you,
yeah.
ma'am.
And I want others to now also. Now let's talk of Minu's work. Hello, Minu. There are others. It's like दो तीन लोग ही हैं यहाँ पे. हाँ.
Hi, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Hi. Hi. Yes.
Hi.
Yes. Yes. So please, please share your experience, and then two of your favorite strokes or
Yes, sir.
letters from both the scripts. From
Yeah,
two less
honestly,
favorite to most favorite.
honestly, I'm not very familiar with both the scripts. So what I tried to do was just practice one or two of the alphabets because I wasn't sure with both the scripts. And a similar thing with Urdu. So as you can see, I've just picked out, specific alphabets and just tried it out instead of trying everything because it's all new for me. But
Yes.
I actually enjoyed doing the numbers that's here. So I actually found them very interesting. And I also found from Hindi very interesting. I think difficult. I'm not entirely sure, but it's also about the orientation because you're used to writing alphabets a certain way and in a certain direction. So I guess that is like the most difficult part when you're trying to do.
Just pause for a minute, please. Uh, Please, all of you, whoever is present, please listen to what she's saying very carefully. She's saying some very good things and very important rather. So please pay attention to what Meenu's saying. Okay, Meenu, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, ma'am. So I was just trying to say it was mainly the orientation, which was like, I think my brain is already wired in a specific way. So it was just the orientation of, going, doing the alphabets that I found pretty interesting, I would say, in the Arabic
Yes.
alphabets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, ma'am, I have a request. Is it possible for you to show us some Roman alphabets as well, or lettering, not lettering as well?
I don't know Roman.
Okay, ma'am.
No, actually, it's just that it doesn't come naturally to me. Doing some calligraphy. So no point writing something. Maybe I may do that in the next 2 years, I guess. But because I do pictorial calligraphy, that's what I want to do with any script I work on. So that is why, yeah. So it doesn't resonate with me in the same way, although it's a beautiful language, a beautiful script. And in fact, I mean, I used to write in these scripts, regularly. But I think, when it comes to actually doing pictorial calligraphy, it doesn't resonate with me in the same way as these two, because it's the language, it's the culture, around me, the language that, I know. Also, of course, I also know English and the Latin script, but maybe in another 2 years.
No, absolutely. But thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, and thank you for showing your work. And I'm still waiting for others to respond. बाकी लोग जो देख रहे हैं, बताइए मीनू का कैसे, प्लीज मीनू अपना अपना काम वापस लेकर आइए स्क्रीन पर, और आपको रिस्पॉन्ड करना है कि आप उनको क्रिटिक करिए, उनका क्या है ये बताना जरूरी है.
Runmai says that Meenu has written E very well because it looked beautiful and it was nicely done.
Okay, that's nice. And Meenu, I want the work back on the screen, please.
Meenu, can you please switch on your camera? Yes, she said.
Yes. And so I heard someone say that the E is written very beautifully. Do you agree with that? Why do you think it is more beautiful than the others? These are important points, right? You have to discuss that and kind of discuss with your own self as well, and also let the others know.
I would really request everyone to reply in the chat box. But I liked her curves in the E.
Okay. And I also like this, like greater uh, kind of spontaneity. Spontaneity is a very, very important aspect. That comes with practice. The more you practice, the more you're involved with what you're doing, and how close you feel to your subject, that will show in your work. Whatever work, in fact, it's not just here, but generally speaking. So this is important. Now let's look at Yam. Okay, thank you very much, Minu. And now let's look at Yamia. Hi, Yamia.
I request everyone to switch on your cameras, please, so that we can see your work.
So Yamia, I can see your work. It's please, the same question is for everyone. I want to ask you two of your favorite strokes and two less favorite strokes, and why, based on what we just discussed and what you may have known about calligraphy from before, that it is the art of beautiful writing, the art of spontaneity, art of stroking. All of these are like very important aspects. Based on these points, please respond to your own work, Yamia, and then I want others to also respond.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes. Congratulations for writing. This. I after looking at your work, I want to ask you these questions about please tell me, what are your favorite strokes, less favorite strokes, why? What have you understood calligraphy? Yeah.
I really liked how the U turned out right here because the curves really turned out nicely, and they didn't mess up. Like I kept messing up in other letters and I had to like overlap them while I was writing them. And then I really liked this letter right here, Th, because I think the circle in it turned out nicely. Because otherwise, whenever I try to, because I have learned calligraphy, brush calligraphy in English like last year. So whenever I used to write something which had like a circle involved or like a spherical shape in the letter, I really used to mess up, and like it used to like look very crooked. But I'm really happy that the third turned out nice. I didn't like how this turned out because it's like very messed up.
Yes. Please listen to what she's saying. These are very important things again, because she's critiquing her own work, and whatever because you need to go really minutely observe and also work, whatever. So it's not just your own work, but someone else's work as well. So this way you are learning and you're respecting what the others are doing. This is very essential, and you're paying some attention to someone else also, and it's very, very essential. So that is why, and you're learning through this. So like she explained that she last year she was doing brush calligraphy, and it has its own challenges. So everything that you try new will have its challenges, and as she was explaining that if you should do a circle, it was not so easy, and this takes time to understand that, and you will know only when you actually practice it. Okay. So like she explained, I want the others to respond in a very critical manner, and also the things that she has done well, and the ones that she has not done so, which look less beautiful than the others. Okay. Yes, all of you will get to show your work. I want this conversation, whatever is happening, I want people to respond to that.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am Niharika Gulati is saying everyone's work is done very beautifully. The stroke, curves, everything. Thank you, ma'am, for guide for calligraphic therapy.
Yeah, it is.
And others are saying, I like U because it is beautifully done. Anushka is saying to Yamya.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with who said this, that who is.
Anushka.
Yeah, it's really nicely written. Yeah. I agree that it has been written very well. But now let us thank you very much, Yamya. Now let's look at Pragya's work. Hi, Pragya. Hello, Pragya. Okay,
Pragya, please unmute yourself.
yeah, please. If you have a question, please ask me.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes. Show us your work, please. Zoom it. Okay. Now, same question.
Ma'am, I have also written the Urdu.
No. First, please show that Hindi. Then we go to the Urdu one. Let's see this. Okay. Please tell me two of your favorite strokes and two less favorite strokes and why.
Ma'am, I really like this one because the strokes and everything is nicely done in this, and it was also easy to make. And I also like this one. It was also easy, and it has also been nicely done. And I don't like a lot. Means I like it, but not a lot. This one because it has little erase pads thing and not nicely. It has not been done. And I also don't like this one because it has here. It has not been done nicely. And
Yeah.
and it has some less strokes also. So I don't like that much.
Okay. So first and foremost, I'm very happy that you're very sort of carefully, observing your own work. And I mean, according to what you like, you just shared with us, which is very nice. And but what I have been telling you, of course, I want all of you to dive in first. Then when you come out, you have a different experience as opposed to someone telling you and then getting to know. So I I I I have to also tell you that the stroking and everything. There is also a sense of balance that has to be there in the way you write it. Of course, uh, so I think it's a good attempt, but there are these, you need to be mindful of these things, the spontaneity, the balance, the flow, the start of the stroke, the end of the stroke. All of these are very essential points. And that and of course, most importantly, because it is the art of refinement, fine writing, it has to look good, that your people are drawn to it. Okay, so
Okay,
these are
ma'am.
key points. And so I'm happy for your analytical way of and understanding your own work. And I want others to respond to what she has written.
Please write in whatever your opinions are about Pragya's work. Also, ma'am, someone is saying that when she was learning brush calligraphy.
Yes. Yeah, I missed out on the last part. I was reading that message, but I could not fully read the whole thing. Yeah.
So her teacher told her that we go downwards, our strokes are supposed to be thick, and when we go upwards,
yeah,
our strokes are
finer. Yeah, they taper down. Yeah.
thick
Yeah.
and they should be thin. Do we abide by the same rules when it comes to Hindi and Urdu calligraphy?
Yes, more or less. Main thing is, why I'm not stressing so much on, this thing about, the thick part and the thin part. And, of course, it brings a lot of beauty to the stroke, when it becomes, it's thick and then it tapers down to a fine line. It is very essential also in pictorial calligraphy, but it's something that, since we are doing something very different using the script, we have to understand that whatever stroke is taken is based on uh, the meaning of that particular word that is being interpreted. The word will be interpreted. You have to understand that the script, the language that we speak, the script that gets created, they are all abstract forms. Everything is in abstraction. We decided to make Hindi what Hindi is today, Urdu what Urdu is today, or any other language, English for that matter. Like A for apple, for instance. So the app, now we associate apple with A or vice versa. But suppose the name of apple could have been something else. It could have been what, banana, whatever. So it's just the way the script has been created. This is very essential to understand. So ये this बहुत जरूरी ये बात है सबको समझने के लिए कि एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है ये, क्योंकि हमने ही अब भाषा बनाई है, हमने ही स्क्रिप्ट को बनाई, लिपि बनाई है, तो उसको हमने नाम दे दिया अलग अलग, और उसके बेसिस पे हम जो पिक्टोरियल कैलीग्राफी करते हैं तो हम उसको उन्हीं आकार जो है अलग अलग, आप एक तरफ जो लेटर्स हैं अल्फाबेट के, जो भी हिंदी उर्दू जो भी हम इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं अभी इसमें, तो वो ये एक फॉर्म्स है एक तरफ, और एक तरफ ये लिविंग एंटिटीज हैं, क्योंकि इनका भी एवोल्यूशन हुआ है। इनको पहले तो वो एब्स्ट्रैक्शन में था, उसके बाद फिर धीरे धीरे इसमें तब्दीली आई और फिर एवोल्यूशन होता गया, और उसके बाद अभी इतना हो गया कि बाकायदा इसमें पोइट्री होती है और हम समझते हैं क्योंकि हमें वो भाषा मालूम है, ठीक है। लेकिन अगर सपोज हमें ये भाषा ना मालूम हो, सपोज हमें ना हिंदी आती है ना उर्दू आती है, कोई और कोई जापानी आदमी है और उनको नहीं आता है ये, लेकिन क्योंकि ये पिक्टोरल फॉर्म है और क्योंकि आर्ट है, आर्ट ट्रांसेंड्स बॉर्डर, सो इसकी वजह से कोई जिसको बिल्कुल भी नहीं मालूम है, क्योंकि वो इतने सुंदरता से वो काम हुआ है कि वो उससे उसको रिस्पॉन्स मिलेगा हमें उसकी तरफ से, क्योंकि वो it's way beyond the script, the language, whatever culture. This is what art can do, and this is what we are also trying to do through pictorial calligraphy. Okay, so उस लिहाज से देखें तो हमें ये जो ये सारे essential points है ना, कि वो उसमें कट होता है जैसे कैलीग्राफी पेन्स में, तो उससे हमें एक एडवांटेज ये हो जाती है कि हम वो थिक और थिन दिखा सकते हैं, और तो ये बाकी पेन जो जिनमें रेगुलर फ्लो होगा उसमें शायद नहीं आएगा। तो ये जो ब्रश कैलीग्राफी इन्होंने सीखा, उसमें जो ये बात समझाई गई, तो एसेंशियली लिनियर राइटिंग के लिए हम उसको एक्चुअली बिल्कुल बदल देते हैं, क्योंकि हम वही अगर suppose let me ask you this question right away. मैं जब कहती हूँ सुंदर, शब्द सुंदर, आई वॉन्ट एवरी वन रिस्पॉन्स नाउ, नॉट 5-6 रिस्पॉन्स नहीं चाहिए मुझे, सबका चाहिए। सुंदर आपके लिए क्या है प्रज्ञा? क्योंकि अभी हम अब जो आप लोग हैं अभी भी छोटे ही हैं, लेकिन अभी आप बड़े भी हैं, ठीक है ना? तो आप ये आपका एवोल्यूशन हो रहा है। जब आप कुछ इस टाइप का कुछ सीख रहे हैं तो थोड़ा मैच्योरिटी आपके सोच में आना चाहिए, आपके काम में आना चाहिए। उस वही तो रिफाइनमेंट है ना? तो वो कैसे आएगा कि अगर आप सुंदर शब्द सुनते हैं तो आपके लिए सुंदर क्या है प्रज्ञा? आपके लिए सुंदर क्या है? नियति, श्रिया, अब जो मैं स्क्रीन पे देख सकती हूँ, आप मुझे बताइए सुंदर। नहीं नहीं, ब्यूटीफुल तो उसका ट्रांसलेशन है, लेकिन टैंजिबल अगर कुछ है तो वो क्या है? प्रिटी भी उसका एक ट्रांसलेशन है, लेकिन क्या सुंदर क्या है? कोई फूल है, किसी किसी का फेस है, किसी के आईज हैं, सूर्य है, चंद्रमा है, क्या है? बताइए। आई वॉन्ट रिस्पॉन्सेज।
Ma'am, for me,
Yeah.
ma'am, for me, Sundar is like the designs and colors of a drawing.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what.
Designs and colors.
Yes. Okay. Design. For her, it is design. And I nature. सुंदर कलाकारी। जी, सुंदर कलाकारी, नेचर। हाँ, मैं ये पढ़ सकती हूँ। यहाँ पे आप लोग लिख रहे हो। और डिजाइन, जैसे किसी को डिजाइन पसंद आता है कि नेचर के कुछ बहुत सारे एस्पेक्ट्स, जैसे सूर्य है या सूर्य अस्त है, सूर्य इन इट्स फुल फॉर्म, और इस तरह की जो चीजें हैं, या कोई है ना, सुंदर वो सब लगता, तो वो आप मतलब ऐसे ही सिर्फ सुंदर तो ये जब आप शुरू शुरू में आपको ऐसे लगता है कि ये आप रैंडमली कोई काम कर रहे हैं, इसमें अब ये होगा कि थोड़ा यू बिकम माइंडफुल ऑफ what you are saying, what you are listening, how are you resonating with it. So these are very very essential points, ना? जैसे कि अभी लिखा है nature is, I am a nature lover, whatever, the sky, isn't that beautiful? Plants and trees, yes, yes, beautiful, beautiful. So these are the things that like everyone thinks differently, and that's the beauty of it. Everyone is unique, everyone is unique, and because of what they like, how they like it, why they like it, and how are they resonating, so it's like it's something, there should be food for thought. It should not be on a surface level. We should go deep into understanding things, right? हाँ, दिखाती हूँ।
Yamya is saying that marine life is extremely beautiful.
Absolutely, I agree with you completely. And so now, suppose you like the marine life, you see the fish, you see so many other, creatures from that world. Now, suppose Sundar is, you see Sundarta there, and I ask you to write Sundar. So, can you write Sundar using the letters belonging to this shabd, Sundar, Sa, Na, Da, Ra, or with the matra? Or so this is what I will expect of you in the coming days. And then you write it in such a manner that it looks like a fish, for instance. But from far, people see it as a visual art, a fish. But on closer look, that it is actually the letters that have been used. This is pictorial calligraphy, but it is done in a subtle manner. It's not in the face like that. It's subtle. It's refined. That is why it has to be written differently. Okay, as opposed to linear writing, which can look absolutely stunning and beautiful, and way beyond, like the more you practice, the better it gets. But these are the things that will teach you something else, that in pictorial calligraphy we are attempting to do. that we are using the script as art material to write or to convey our feelings, convey how we want to respond to what we see around us. So in that sense, it's a very personal experience that we share through this medium. Okay, so please pay attention to these things, become more refined in the way you look at things, the way you do things, and how you observe. And very essential to not just observe your own work, but to observe what others are doing. Very, very essential, because this way you respect, you learn, it helps you to grow as an individual. Very, very essential. Okay. Have you got my point, what I want to say? Please respond. I want responses all the time, because this is why, if I were in a class, normal class, it would be, yeah. Now,
So their work. They're asking for that.
I'm sorry.
And they're asking to show their work.
Yes, I want to see. Now, Pragya's work is done. Now, I want Sriya to show her work, please. Please bring
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Yeah, bring it closer. Please zoom in.
Can you see?
Yeah, can you the whole thing? Um, just show. Now, I want you to ask the same question, your favorite strokes and less favorite strokes, and why.
Ma'am, I like this one very much.
Which
This
one?
stroke. This stroke. Can you see?
Yeah, okay. Why do you like it?
Ma'am, because it felt so easy for me, and it not exactly look but for me it's look like an Arabic letter also.
It is Arabic, Arabic, Urdu, and Persian. They share and also Sindhi. They share the same script. They're like different. The the script is more or less the same. Some have more letters than others. Urdu, because Urdu originates in our part of the world, and there's the great influence of the Hindi bhasha. That is why there are more letters in the alphabet here. Okay. Now, Triya, now less favorite. Which is your
Ma'am,
less
I didn't like this one because it felt so difficult for me to draw this letter, and the curve was not perfect.
So, well, that you can, you're sharing these points because, that gives everyone an idea as to what that. Of course, it is going to be easy because it's your first time, and Uh, well, I have a request for everyone present. Please respect that one conversation is on, and I want everyone's participation and attention here. Then we will look at each work and then the same way. So now I'm having a conversation with Sriya. Please, all of you also pay attention to what is being discussed. Okay, then we will look at everyone's work. Okay, Sriya. Now, less favorite stroke or more difficult.
Can you repeat the question?
I mean, out of question, you said that this easier, and then the one which was more difficult, you're showing at the top. I want to ask you why.
Ma'am, because first time I felt so difficult to draw the first straight line, and the curve was so difficult to draw with a painting brush, and that's why and it was not perfect. Like the picture was shown that it was like a sea,
and it was not like with me was not perfect, completely not like a C.
Oh, but Sriya, my dear, it cannot come. You know, the first time you're writing, this so you need to be to practice more and then observe. You know, the more practice you do, the better you'll get. And go slow. Okay.
Okay,
Uh, yeah, it's good that you're sharing your experience because for others also to understand. Yeah? Okay, thank you so very much. Now let's look at.
thank you, ma'am.
Thanks very much. So this is Rashi. Hi, Rashi. She's not responding. Hi, Aryan. Hi. Yeah, I can see your work here.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am?
Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah. So I just respond, Rashi. I'm now talking with Aryan now.
Yes, ma'am.
You can talk to Rashi.
Okay, Rashi. Same question that was asked earlier. Your favorite strokes, your less favorite strokes, and why?
Ma'am, my favorite stroke is E.
E. Why? Can you just zoom
Because
in?
E.
Zoom in and rotate.
Please zoom in so that we can see.
Rotate.
Because E.
Rotate because we don't see it in the right way. Rotate one time on the left. Towards the left. Yeah. Yes.
कोई और है.
ये तो कोई और है.
कैमरा बंद कर दिया है.
अच्छा, चलो. Hi, Aryan. Okay, let's look at Aryan's work now. We can go back to Rashi later. Aryan, can you same question is asked of you. Your favorite strokes, less favorite strokes, and why? And your experience of writing this first.
Ma'am, my name is Palak, just my account is different.
Okay, hi Palak. I'm sorry. Okay, Palak. Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, this one is my favorite because I like the curves that I made in it.
Okay. Okay. I also quite like it. Yeah, but it's not complete, huh? This is also very essential that the letter and the stroke should be discernible. Okay, very important that people should be able to recognize that these are the letters that have been used. Very, very essential, even in a very subtle manner, but they should be there. And less favorite stroke, please tell me.
Ma'am, this one, because I wasn't able to make this properly.
Yes. Now, very, 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 after looking at this, please pay attention, all of you, to what I'm saying now. That this is the art of fine stroking. That means the stroke should be so good, so perfect that it doesn't need touching up. It doesn't need to be filled. One stroke. Please listen again. I will repeat this every day because this is a very important point. That one stroke, one calligraphy stroke is like one lifetime. Okay, you may not understand this now, but you will later, because when you're using kalam, for instance, there's a beginning, like we were born one day, and then when we were born we had more ink, right? So it was opaque. So you see the opaque and the transparent in the same stroke. This is very essential. And so, like in life, we were born with more ink, and with time the ink starts to diminish. It starts to get less and less and less, but there is greater clarity, there is refinement that happens. So please do not try to fill up those stroke with more color, something that comes with just one fine good stroke. Okay, this is very essential. And so when you make the stroke, so this is like one lifetime, so don't meddle with that life. You can make another stroke. And so you see the dark and the light in the same stroke. So don't fill it up and make it not so nice, because it's all opaque. When you have the possibility to show the dark and the light in the same stroke, that is like refinement. That's really fine work. Huh? So this is something very important. I will just show you this. Mhm. Can you see the dark and the light?
Yes, ma'am.
So here it was all dark, but because there was a shorter stroke, I took it, I made it long. So please pay attention. So how you are ending, how you are beginning the stroke. Yeah. And how you are decorating, because many of you said that you are interested in design, right? So these are like designs in themselves, even if you don't know the script. Any script, you see the Chinese, Japanese script, they look so pretty. We don't know them, right? But they'll
explain them.
yeah, बाद में भी तो ज़्यादा attract
Hmm.
है ना. Now I will give you another example. So this, see how life is going through. The life started here, then see, so each of this is one individual. Okay, now I want a response. When I do this, to me, this looks like the head of a bird and the neck. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am. It looks more like a swan.
Like a swan. Yes. So this is these are the things you observe. You start to observe. You start to appreciate, and you see that this is possible. And then I want to be more creative. I want to do something here. Yeah. And I want to play around with the shapes, right? So it's all script, but it starts to look different because Urdu script changes form. So I will talk of this later. But suppose the letter hmm, the is written like this. Yeah, this is the. But I thought it could also look like this. Do you recognize this as the? Can you recognize this as the? Response, please.
Ma'am, not really.
A little bit.
Look, this, like this is the, and then this is round. And this is little bit. Can you recognize the now?
Yes, ma'am, but a little bit only.
Yes. So that is because it is in its subtle, more yeah, like a abstract form. Huh? So this is the you recognize, and this is what you can probably know. Okay, I did it. but maybe you will resonate with other shapes here and create something that to you looks like maybe a bird or the leaf or something else, right? For instance, I will now, let me show you the This is right? But I want to write like this. Can you recognize I want responses. Can you
Yes,
recognize?
ma'am.
Can you recognize this please? I don't hear you. But what are they saying?
No, ma'am.
No?
Ma'am, it looks like a leaf.
Leaf, yeah. So that's what I'm trying to create. Like this. So how the changes will form, the forms will change. I'm sorry. So now, do you recognize this This do you recognize?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Because this is what pictorial calligraphy will be. Okay, now like this one here, this here, like this part. Do you recognize this as What are they saying? 8 minutes.
Let's.
Now, whatever I just showed you here, I want to I want your responses first. Please tell me very frankly what you think, or did you not understand? Could you not resonate with it? Whatever you want to say, please tell me.
Jeshna raised her hand. She wants to say something.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Ma'am,
Jeshna.
first when you drew it, it was not fully recognizable. But second, after you drew very slowly, we were able to understand it, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, so of course it will take time, but I'm using this method of sometimes going very fast, sometimes slow, because I want I realize that the time is not enough, and I will go according to how I'm also feeling at a particular time. This is a very essential part of the whole thing, the way it should be learned, I feel. And that is why I sometimes I'm talking of this part, that part, because time is limited, and I want you all to know as much as possible about what this art is all about. And so like I wrote the just one letter in different ways, because that is why as opposed to using different fonts that people know, different the way you write essentially for linear writing, that you select a font, you start to write something. But here we have the freedom. Listen to what I'm saying. Here we have the freedom to uh, write differently according to our own imagination. We are free to do that. We are free to use the script in a manner that is resonating with us, and we are expressing ourselves through that medium. This is the idea, and that is why I just did a small demo, and I want to whatever I showed today, I will we will go back to looking at your works, and then you please remember what I just showed you, even if it has not you haven't understood or it hasn't resonated. That's okay, but still be mindful of what happened, what I showed you. Now I want to go back to seeing the works of other people. Yeah. Sonal. Hi, Sonal. Hello, Sonal.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Your experience of writing the script, your favorite, less favorite strokes, and why? Mm. Yes, I want to see everyone's work. I can see the messages here. I want to see everyone's work, and I want to see your creativity also. Sonal, please can you respond, because time will run away very fast.
Yes, ma'am. I have tried Urdu for the first time.
Yes, and your experience?
Ma'am, I really loved it. How beautiful it comes. Actually, I have seen the array for the first time. For the first time.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I mean, coming back to your own work, what are the difficulties and your favorite and less favorite strokes?
I really like this one.
Yes. I want others to respond, do they agree when we say this is a favorite stroke? Is it also their favorite stroke? I think, Sonal, you've done a very neat job. I have to compliment you on that. And the fact that you're writing it for the first time makes it even more impressive. So that is there. Of
Yes.
course, there are flaws, there are mistakes, there are all of that, but I'm not looking at that at all. I'm just, happy that you attempted to write this. Hmm?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. I tried with the brush also, but I was not liking it, so I tried with the pencil first, then with the brush.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's pretty well done. I want others to respond to Sonal, please.
When I tried this, I was not clear. Then I tried for another time. Then it came like this.
Yes. No, good attempt, good attempt. And, of course, there are these basics, you have to understand that. You have to understand that Urdu script is written from right to left, and the stroking also happens from right to left. This is very essential, but because we have limited time and we want to do this, that is why it takes its time. But good attempt, Sonal. I want others also to respond. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, just like how you made in different types, even I have tried to make one.
Yes. What's your name? I forgot your name.
Palak.
Aryan.
Yes, Palak. Palak, please, we are discussing Sonal's work with her right now. I want you to also participate, and we
Yes,
will go
ma'am.
back to your work. Please let us know what you think of her work, and just whatever you like or whatever you don't like, please let us know. And all of you, please pay attention right now to Sonal's work, and then we will look at each one's work and talk about that. Because I was in my school meeting, so I did English and some. Well, whoever's done English, I mean, of course, I'm not against people writing in English or Roman script. It's just that we are, I mean, two scripts are already quite a lot, and we can look at your work, but I mean, it's a different thing we are doing right here. Okay. Okay, who else is going to respond to Sonal's work? Please, quickly, very little time now. अरे ऐसे कैसे चलेगा? You have to. हाँ,
Aryan is saying that Sonal's work is very amazing and beautiful. Again, a very beautifully made by Sonal. Vani says, ma'am is asking you to give positive criticism as well. Like, we know that it's pretty and beautiful, but still, she needs
yes.
her mistakes and how she's going wrong.
Yeah, these are the things, what is it, why did you like it? Because we have to go in depth of what is being done here. Otherwise, it's very beautiful, very pretty, okay, but we have to go beyond that, because we are evolving through this process. We are becoming more refined through this process, and getting to know our language, our skills, our ability to do something better than how we started. So these are very essential points, and you need to pay attention to these things. Okay. Okay, now Sonal, thank you very much. Let's now please participate in other people's works, and pay your attention and give your comments when you look at the people's work. Okay, Vani, yeah, is this your first time to write the Urdu script?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your experience. Please share the experience first, and then let us all know your two favorite and less favorite strokes and why.
My two favorite one is this one and this one.
Why?
Because it turned out very beautiful.
Okay, so you know what, I will be happy, because that will give me an idea about how minutely you are looking at people's work, right? So even half a stroke, wherever you think is good, I want a response from you. Even if you don't like the whole stroke, but you like half of it, please tell me that.
Also, ma'am, Aryan made something new.
Yeah, we will wait for some time. Now we're discussing Vani, and then we go back to next will be Aryan. Now Vani, please, Aryan, or not Aryan, Palak. Hello, Palak. Please also respond to Vani's work here first. Then we go back to your work. Yeah. So these are what the comments that I hear, just goes to show, just when you do it practically, then you have an idea about how difficult it is. You can pass judgment on people writing well, not so well, and whatever, but only when you do it yourself, you will have an idea about the difficulties that come, and the work that has gone into it, the time, work, dedication that has gone into writing something. Yeah. Okay. No one is responding there. Everyone's showing their work on the screen, but no one responding to Vani's work. And I want you to respond to that work first, please.
Ma'am, Rachna said, Vani, do the first time. It is very beautiful. I couldn't even do that beautiful for the first when I did it.
Yeah, I read that.
And
Yeah, but yeah,
they
this
are saying Niharika made Hindi extra calligraphy work. Please see it. Krishna Shanvi Singh.
yeah, these are the things, I want people to respond to, like, even half a stroke which is good and the rest not so good, so that you go into the minute details, and this is how you learn. So that, observing is also very important, not your own work but everyone's, right?
Mansi says broad strokes will improve her work, although very nice work.
Yes, because I mean, then yeah, these are the things that you
Yes.
you pay attention to.
And Palak is responding. Vani work is really good. It feels like she has put a great dedication to the work.
Yeah, that's nice, that's very nice. So Vani, have you also written the Hindi script? But anyways, okay, now let's look at Palak's work. Palak, can you show? Please, yeah, okay. Now we are all looking at Palak's work, and I want people to respond to her work as well. Okay, first, your experience, Palak, please take over.
Ma'am, just like you made different types of like different designs and all, even I tried to make one of mine.
Yes, that's good. That's good. And what was your experience?
Ma'am, it was really good. I enjoyed.
Okay, so is this the only thing you have done or something more also?
Ma'am, I've only tried this one.
Okay, so while doing this, did you think of anything, any image that came to your mind, or you just wanted to write Daksha?
Ma'am, I thought that I would create it like in this way in my mind before.
Okay. So now you can, try out different variations. Don't feel scared. Don't be afraid of, going beyond what people are accustomed to seeing. But in a good way, and that it is still discernible. It is people recognizable, but it is your own reflection of who you are and how you want to create something. Okay. I want others to respond to this work, please. Palak's work.
All of them are loving her work because it's just so different.
Yes.
Thickness of strokes, very nice and neat.
Yeah.
She works just like ma'am.
Oh, wow.
They are
That
all fond of Palak. Nice thick strokes, very unique and creative.
Yes. This is what is important. This is what I want to stress on, that everyone is unique. Everyone, has the same script, but they write it differently because they have different interest and different ability and different way of presenting themselves. तो ये सब बहुत जरूरी है। हाँ शैली, आपका काम जरूर देखा जाएगा। आप पहले पार्टिसिपेट करिए जो अभी डिस्कस किया जा रहा है, ठीक है? अच्छा, नाउ लेट मी टेल यू that the big, when you started to write, can you please show us, uh, like, give us a guided tour, where you started, where it ended, when you first made the stroke, where did you start, Palak?
Ma'am, I started from here only.
Yes. Okay. Just wait. Now, do you think the beginning is good enough?
Ma'am, not really, because there is a color is a lot over here and then it's less.
No, it's not just about the color, but the beginning of the stroke, the edges.
Thickness.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you have to pay attention to that. And also you started from there, and then what was the next stroke?
Ma'am, then I went through like this, then I put a break, and then I did this one, then over here.
Yeah, so I quite like the way you did the second stroke. The edges are finer than in the first one. So I'm okay with this being thick, but it has to be more refined. Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
yeah, so these are the finer points that you need to pay attention to. Now, then the third stroke was this here, right?
Ma'am, this one.
Okay. And what do you think of it?
Ma'am, it's like okay with me, ma'am.
Okay. So now when you write this again, first time, then the 10th time, then the 50th time, it will keep getting better, hopefully. And this holds true for me as it holds true for you or anyone else. Okay. And so the more you practice, the better it gets. And you have to look at it in a critical manner. How well are you writing? It's not because, okay, I wrote and then, it was something different and I loved it. It has to go beyond that. Okay. Well,
Yes,
thank you very much, Palak, and congratulations.
Thank
You
you, ma'am.
have done something little different. Okay. Now, let's look at Niyati. Niyati, you've been here for a while. No, is that Chetan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Oh, who has written this calligraphy here? The word in English. Who has written that?
Hello,
Chetan.
ma'am. Yeah, it's me.
Yes. Okay. Hello, Chetan.
नमस्कार मैम.
नमस्कार जी. तो मुझे बताएं अपना एक्सपीरियंस आप पहले राइटिंग.
एक्सपीरियंस उर्दू में पहली बार लिख रहा हूँ. इंग्लिश में, हिंदी में पहले फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत ट्राई किया है, बट उर्दू में पहली बार कर रहा हूँ.
जी. तो फर्क आपको क्या लग रहा है? मुश्किल क्या आई आपको, या आती मतलब आपको लगी? और हिंदी आपने नहीं लिखी है, लेकिन आपने हिंदी भी क्यों नहीं लिखा है?
हिंदी में ये मुझे काफी अच्छा लगा, तो मैंने ये ट्राई किया.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. जी 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 जी. तो आप मुझे ये बताइए कि जैसे इंग्लिश में आपने लिखा और ये मतलब थोड़ा क्रिएटिवली लिखने की कोशिश की, जबकि मेरा ये सब्जेक्ट उस लिहाज से नहीं है कि मैं इंग्लिश स्क्रिप्ट में काम नहीं करती हूँ, रोमन क्योंकि लेकिन क्रिएटिविटी किसी चीज में भी मतलब अंदाजा हो जाता है कि आपका मिजाज कैसा है, आपको किस चीज में इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, और आपकी क्रिएटिविटी मतलब किस ओर आपको ले जा रही है. तो उस लिहाज से अच्छा है. लेकिन जो आपने एक सीखा है क्या आपने कैलीग्राफी, या आप अपने मन से करते हैं?
नहीं, मैंने कैलीग्राफी बिल्कुल नहीं सीखी है. मैं बस ऐसे ही आर्ट और पेंट वो सब में इंटरेस्ट रखता हूँ, वो थोड़ा बहुत करता रहता हूँ, तो उसी हिसाब से बस.
तो आपको ये समझना जरूरी है कि मतलब जैसे ये कुछ मतलब बेसिक्स होते हैं किसी भी स्क्रिप्ट को करने के लिए. तो आपका इंटरेस्ट तो मुझे साफ दिख रहा है कि आपको इंटरेस्ट है करने में, लेकिन ये कुछ कुछ क्या है, कुछ चीजें हैं समझने की, उन पे ध्यान देना जरूरी है. और मतलब इसको सिर्फ आपको एज डिजाइन नहीं देखना, यू हैव टू सी इट बियॉन्ड दैट. अभी जैसे उर्दू स्क्रिप्ट आपने लिखा है, तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए कि आपको ये मुश्किल लगा, आसान लगा, खूबसूरत लगा, कुछ कौन से स्ट्रोक अच्छे लगे, क्या लगा, आप बताइए, सबके साथ शेयर करिए.
उर्दू काफी ऐसे मतलब आज तक सिर्फ मैंने सुना ही है, बोलने की कोशिश की है, बट लिखना मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम था ये. और मतलब मुझे काफी अच्छा लगा एक तो ये, और मतलब मेन स्पेशलिटी इसका ये था कि हम वी आर गोइंग फ्रॉम राइट टू लेफ्ट, तो ये मैंने पहली बार ट्राई किया. और
जी
काफी अच्छा लगा। खूबसूरत तो है ही, काफी खूबसूरत है उर्दू। और
जी
आई विल ट्राई मोर।
हम्म
मुझे इसमें और अच्छे से, मैं कम से कम 2-3 पन्ने अगर पूरा लिखूं तो मुझे देख के खुद ही खुशी बहुत होगी।
हम्म जी। और मैं आपको क्योंकि फ्रॉम माय एक्सपीरियंस मैं मुझे लग रहा है, क्योंकि आपका मुझे लग रहा है आपका थोड़ा क्रिएटिव दिमाग है, आपको शौक है शायद उसको करने में, तो
जी जी
I'm expecting good things from you, but I want, of course, you to also write the Hindi script, not English. आप मत लिखें प्लीज, हिंदी और उर्दू हुई पे अभी जोर दें, क्योंकि मुझे अंग्रेजी नहीं आती। ठीक है, तो आप
ओके, ठीक
प्लीज।
है मैम।
ओके, thank you. But good attempt. But I can see I'm expecting good things after, you know. चलिए,
या
Shelly. Hello, Shelly. Congratulations. Okay, Chetan, thank you very much. Now, Shelly, can you show us your work?
Yes, ma'am.
Harshini, we will look at your work also, but now we are looking at Shelly's work, please.
Ma'am,
Oh,
my name is Shuryansh.
huh?
Ma'am, my name is Shuryansh.
Hello, Surya. I was kind of a little confused, but I'm just responding to the names I'm seeing
Yes,
on the.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, Suryansh. Very beautiful name. And yeah, suppose I ask you to do a pictorial calligraphy based on your name, will you do that?
No, ma'am. Not yet.
Okay. Okay. So now, please share your experience. Please tell us your favorite strokes, less favorite strokes, and why. Same question to everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my favorite strokes are three. This and this and this one because
I cannot see any of this that you say. Please show that
ma'am,
on the. Yeah.
ma'am, this,
Can you bring it closer to the screen? I cannot see. Zoom in, please.
ma'am, this,
Acha.
ma'am, and this and this.
This you like. Why do you like it?
Ma'am, it is looking so beautiful and I am when I'm writing these, I feel so much interest to writing in it.
Yeah. I think you have written the these two that you mentioned. I think you've written the meme and seem quite nice. I quite like it also.
Yes, ma'am.
What were the difficulties?
Ma'am, difficulties, nothing, ma'am.
Oh wow.
Ma'am, I was writing Urdu first time, so uh, writing Urdu was so difficult, and I do it very slower, and it takes so much time.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But anything you want to do well, you have to give time. So you have to go slow, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And so the less good strokes, can you please tell me what are the less good strokes?
Ma'am, this and this.
Why are they less good?
Ma'am, I'm trying so much to improve them, but they're not improving.
It's not improving because it will take time.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're writing
Yes,
it
ma'am.
and you have to bear that in mind. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, others, where are others? सब सो गए क्या? सब बताइए और सब कहाँ हैं? सूर्यांश के काम को प्लीज क्रिटिक करिए, बताइए. No, please bring
Everyone, please switch on your cameras.
Suryansh, where are you? Come back here. Where is
Suryansh, please switch on your camera.
we will look at Niharika's work once we have gone through other people who are doing who we haven't looked at before. Okay. Okay, now I don't see Suryansh here. Let's thank you very much, Suryansh. Now, Niyati. Hi, Niyati. Hello, Niyati.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, please let us know your favorite stroke, your less favorite stroke, and why.
Ma'am, this line is my favorite stroke because it is written very nicely and it is easy to write. And
Yeah.
this is and ma'am, this and this fur and burr is very difficult for me to write, and it is less favorite for me because it was my first time to do write Hindi by painting. That's why.
So what do you write in?
Ma'am, we write with pen and pencil, so that's why it was first experience to write
You
with
only
pen.
use English script.
Ma'am, we Hindi and English, we use both Hindi and English.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the th and da is what you had liked, huh? Hello. Hello. Hi, Niyati.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I write this whole line. Ma'am,
Okay, you read it. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's quite well written. And uh, have you? I want others to respond first, actually. What do they think of it? You know, script in its most kind of basic form, just written normally. How people see it, how it is written. I want responses, please. Otherwise, we're not going any further. This will not do.
Ma'am, Nancy put that very nicely. Ma'am, the formation of the line which she liked was very nice. Ma'am, like the thickness was perfect.
Okay. And what about others?
Mansi
Pandey is responding.
are strokes needed.
Okay. And so what about
Ma'am, was it for a first time?
yes, yes. So it's commendable that you write for the first time, and the more you write, the better to get. I'm going to say this, but
Yes, ma'am.
for a fact, in whatever you do in life, whatever you do in your class, at home, the more you do, the better it will get, right?
Yes.
Now, have you also written Hindi, the Urdu script, Niyati? No, it seems. Anyways, thank you very much, Niyati. Now we have to move on. Gashna, please show your work. Hello, Gashna.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is the meaning of Gashna?
I'm singer.
Singer.
Yes, ma'am.
What language is this?
Ma'am, I'm not sure what language is this.
Okay, okay. All right, interesting and all the same. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, Geshna, same question. Can you zoom in because we cannot see the script very well? Yes, okay, now. I want the same question, the answers to the same question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So favorite,
Ma'am,
yeah.
Hindi, I liked her, and in Urdu, I liked stroke.
Which one?
Ma'am,
Okay.
this one.
Why did you like this more than the others?
Ma'am, because the first time I did it, it came very wonderfully, ma'am. I did. There was no need for me to try again. But the others all, I didn't think that it was more nice.
Okay, okay. All right. And coming back to the Hindi, which one? Please tell us again your favorite. The her. Okay. Why did you like the her? Why did you not
Because
like?
I've already written Hindi many times in my school also, and
Okay.
first every letters were normal, but the curves I like it very much from when I started writing her.
Okay, now I also want a response from you. Don't you see these letters as your like living entities, like your friends?
Yes, ma'am.
That's nice to hear. Yeah, I want others also to respond to this, right? Okay. Please, I want other people also to respond to Geshna's work.
Ma'am,
And
beautifully.
founder is responding. Yeshna, nice try, great work. And
Okay.
Aditi J. Patil said, nice work. And
Mhm.
others are also writing about Niyati that nice work as well.
Okay, okay. But this is, I mean, today I won't say much, but this practice will happen every day. And, but I want people to, go more into depth of things, you are like more evolved people now. You're बड़े हो गए हैं आप लोग ना, तो आपके उसके हिसाब से आपको काम करना, आपको सिर्फ यही नहीं कहना, मतलब आप मच्योर हैं ज्यादा, है ना। वो मेच्योरिटी, रिफाइनमेंट से जो मेच्योरिटी आती है वो है आप लोगों में, तो आपको उसके हिसाब से मुझे रिस्पॉन्ड करना होगा। और आपको ज्यादा इस बातों को बताना, ओ इट्स वेरी नाइस, इट्स वेरी ब्यूटीफुल इज नॉट इनफ, और दिस आई डोंट लाइक दिस, और आई थिंक बट व्हाई डिड यू नॉट लाइक, why you think it can be different. These are the things, critical analysis that I want from all of you, of each one's work that is being discussed. And please be respectful of whoever is there on the screen and whoever is being discussed, because you will not like it when others will not do the same to you also, right? So you need to be respectful. This is very important, and you must practice patience, because your turn will also come. Your turn will also come, but it's just that when we are discussing someone's work, we are we are talking about things that everyone needs to know and understand and learn. So very essential, these points. Okay. Okay. Now, Niharika, we've seen your work before, so let me take on, then I will come back to Jahanpana. We will talk of Harshini. Hello, Harshini.
Ma'am,
Yes.
um, ma'am, this is the first time I learned to write Urdu, ma'am.
Yes. And what was your experience?
First of very nice, ma'am.
And what was difficult? What was easy? And your favorite strokes? Like, I mean, I'm asking everyone.
Ma'am, my favorite stroke was this, ma'am.
You know what? I quite like the spontaneity in some of these strokes, which I have not seen in anyone else's work, which is quite interesting, given that you're writing it for the first time. Uh, yeah, I have to say this. Now, I want to know your favorite. Yeah, you just mentioned this was your favorite, huh? Although it's written in a very kind of in a very different way. Actually, probably that's the reason why I may have liked it. Uh, and so also let us know your less favorite stroke and why.
Ma'am, my least favorite stroke was this one, ma'am.
Why did you not like it?
Ma'am, because when I saw that first, I thought it would be easy to write, but when I write with the brush, it was hard, ma'am.
Yes, because I mean, writing the script itself is like hard enough. And then when you have to do it with a brush or a qalam, then you know what we're talking about. It looks very simple and easy, but it comes only with practice and dedication and focused attention to what is being done. That's very, very essential. And and also critical analysis of your own work, very, very essential. Okay. And yeah, that's right. Saw this message. Excellent try. And I like the fact, I mean, I'm expecting good work from you, Harshini. Okay. I want to respond. Yeah, I saw the responses. Yeah, very nice. Thank you very much, Harshini. Now let's look at Jahapana. Okay, Jahapana. Niharika, uh, what is Jahapana? What is the meaning of Jahapana?
Ma'am, like the one who is, ma'am, like the king, like ma'am, we like him a lot, and ma'am, we respect him.
Okay. Now, when you want to turn that into a pictorial form, what is the most, when you close your eyes and think of a Jahapana, okay? Uh, what are the aspects that make him a Jahapana?
Ma'am, like ma'am, I first of all, ma'am, when I was seeing the calligraphy of Hindi, ma'am, Jahapana word came, and ma'am, I was like, ma'am, the first pictorial picture that came to my mind was like, ma'am, the traditional pictures of the kings, like ma'am, it is not much colorful, but mostly black and white, but ma'am, they are wearing a crown, and ma'am, with feathers, traditional clothes, and jewelries and all.
Yes. So now, when we want to do pictorial calligraphy, we have to, yeah, so you're on the right track in the sense like you're thinking, you're closing your eyes and I mean just visualizing what a Jahapana could be, right? Now, you have to select very carefully the letters that will become, say, the crown, the body, the other things that the paraphernalia that he carries with him. So that will give the impression of a Jahapana. So this is very kind of, it's kind of sophisticated, and that will come with time. It's challenging. That is why it is interesting. That you have to think beyond what that is why when I did some strokes of some letters that you were not able to recognize, that I will do that again tomorrow. Then you will know what I'm talking about after this this practice that we have done today. Now Jahapana, like you just said, crown. Now looking at this, and please all of you pay attention to what is being discussed. What is it that you can make the crown of?
Ma'am, for me, I would make the crown, ma'am, this Chandrabindu Matra.
Absolutely. Now, may I ask the others how they will respond? I want to know your mindset.
Please write in the chat box.
Please quickly, huh? We have little time. I want others' work also. Oh, how interesting is that? Someone Mansi wrote that she will use the whole line at the top as the crown. How interesting is that, right? 2 responses. Now I'm curious to know more. Why is everyone so quiet? Band kar dein class ab? Should we stop right here? Are you tired now, all of you?
Ma'am, it's interesting.
Huh?
Ma'am, it is interesting.
Interesting. So I want responses. Okay, now I hear another one. Chandra mark as crown. Okay. Okay, everyone please okay. अच्छा, ओके, ये तो क्राउन बन गया, और बाकी? Okay, now I can, I think I can imagine that it's still probably this is too much right now for you. We thank you very much, Niharika, and if this is the work you want to, mm, I mean, work on, you can probably start working on that also. But we will still go back to the basics. I will still ask all of you to write the scripts like we have done today. And then we go on to doing other things. Now, Smarika.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, no, okay. So whatever messages I'm seeing on the screen, it's interesting that there should be food for thought. That's what I want you all to work on. It should not be just writing simple acha acha bahut acha. It has to go beyond, and it has to have your stamp on it. How Anu is seeing, how Smarika is seeing, how Fatima is seeing. This is what is important, and this is what I want you all to explore. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Now, Smart Samarinika. Is that Samarinika? Hi.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. I'm sorry. Okay, let us talk of your work. Your favorite, less favorite, challenges that came writing this, and whatever you want to say and share. Please go ahead.
मैम जब मैं लिख रही थी तब उसका जो जहाँ जहाँ पे पतला करना होता है वो वाला मोटा हो जा रहा है.
So sweet. That's so sweet. No, 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 don't worry at all. Don't worry at all. कोई बात नहीं, ऐसा हो जाता है. और आपको मैं एक पते की बात बताऊं, ये सबके साथ होता है. हर शख्स के साथ होता है, वो कितना ही बड़ा छोटा कुछ हो, क्योंकि जब आप कुछ नया लिखने की नया काम करेंगे, उसमें ये सब तो होना ही है. तो आप इस बात से बिल्कुल घबराइए मत, बल्कि आप उसमें और जोर से लग जाइए. ठीक है. और मुझे फिर भी आपने जो कोशिश करी है, जो आपने लिखा है, से काफी प्रभावित हुई हूँ. तो मुझे ये जरूर बताइए कि आपको कौन सा अच्छा लगा. और क्योंकि आपने जो जो बातें करी हैं इस दौरान 2-3 घंटे जो हो गए, उस पे आपको ध्यान से इस बात पे गौर करना है कि क्या क्या पॉइंट्स हैं जो कैलीग्राफी में जरूरी है. क्लैरिटी जरूरी है. शुरुआत कैसे हुआ स्ट्रोक का, एंड कैसे हुआ. और क्योंकि आपके पास कैलीग्राफी पेन है, तो मोटा पतला आपके पास ये भी आपका अपना दिल, आपका हृदय क्या कहता है, वो भी सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है, क्योंकि ये आपका पर्सनल एक्सप्रेशन है और उसी पे हमें काम करना है. ये नहीं कि मैंने क्या किया है या किसी और ने क्या किया. ये concept और उस पे ही आपको ध्यान देना होगा. ठीक है.
Yes,
तो
ma'am.
आपने काफी अच्छा तो लिखा है, कुछ अच्छा नहीं लिखा, और ये क्या है, और मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता, लेकिन ये जो आप मतलब जरूरी है तो है. ठीक है. और इसमें ना बैलेंस भी जरूरी है. जैसे मैं कई जगह देख रही हूँ, बाकी सब भी सुने, है ना, तो कहीं पर छोटा बड़ा हो रहा है, तो बैलेंस भी एक बहुत जरूरी बात है. स्पॉन्टेनिटी मतलब कितने आसानी के साथ आपने इसलिए आती है क्योंकि आपने बहुत प्रैक्टिस करी है. ठीक है. तो
Yes,
ये
ma'am.
को ध्यान दीजिए और दोबारा लिखिए. आपको कल भी लिखना ही है ये. और उर्दू अगर उर्दू के साथ भी ये है, तो आपको बहुत करना पड़ेगा. यस, यू कैन लीव. Whoever wants to leave, yes. Okay, now thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wait. Please don't leave. We have to take screenshot first.
Yes,
Your
yes.
work.
हाँ, yes. Screenshot please आप सबके लेने जरूरी है मुझे. हाँ?
Everyone, please switch on your cameras
Yeah. Yeah.
with your work.
Anu, hi Anu. Now coming back to Anu's work, I think she has. पहले आप ये तस्वीर ले लीजिए फातिमा.
Yes, ma'am. Ananya, is it done? Ananya?
Ananya, where are you?
Actually, there's a technical glitch. So can you please take the picture?
Yeah, I'm taking, ma'am. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Everyone, can you turn on their cameras, please, and showcase that art form? Three, two.
Varshini, Samaranka, please switch on your cameras.
Just a moment, guys.
Kavi, switch on your camera, please.
Guys.
Is it done, Tushar? Okay. Thank you, Tushar.
Okay. So it's going to be 12. Yeah. So now I think we bring an end to this session today. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a good time working with you all. And this is the first day, and I want this evolution to happen in front of my eyes when I see many of you turning this script into some beautiful forms. Okay, and see you all tomorrow, and be prepared. I'm going to ask you the questions that on the basis of what I shared today and what you remember of it. I want to know how attentive you were, and we will still do the Hindi and Urdu scripts every day. And then I want the creative works also to follow. ठीक है? Hello, yeah, Ashika, you can, we will discuss that later. And as of now, I just want to say bye to everyone. Have a very nice day and see you all tomorrow. Okay?
Bye, ma'am.
And bye, Fatma.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining in. And I hope everyone learned a lot from today's session and can't wait to learn more. I hope everyone will have a great experience. And with this, I would request you all to make sure that you attend this on time every day from 1st to 5th. Also, I would like to mention that there is yoga going on in the morning from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Do join that. It's a very beautiful experience. And see you then tomorrow. I hope everyone will come back with more creative ideas for tomorrow. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone else.
Okay, bye. Take care, all of you. Bye.
Bye.